Good evening, everyone, and welcome to session 3 of the WeCare series. WeCare series are presented by District 101 to help and support members navigate the journey of job hunting, career changes, and negotiations. Today, a part of our topic is Yoodli, which is an artificial intelligence technology that will enhance your Toastmasters experience by giving you immediate analytical feedback on your interview questions, your speech preparation, and a lot more, which our speaker today is going to talk about and educate us about. Our speaker today is Gayatri Deshmukh, Dr. Gayatri Deshmukh, who has been conferred an honorary doctorate in the meditation practice by the World Peace Institute of United Nations. She recently made it to the Fox Stories, India's first list of India's 100 under 40. She also achieved the title of Distinguished Toastmaster, the highest education award offered by Toastmasters International. She has completed mentoring modules by Toastmasters and was recently appointed as the Yoodli AI Speech Ambassador. She has expertise in meditation techniques that help defeat stress and anxiety, which are a part of all our lives and corporate worlds. She's an expert in chakra meditation and also an Alliance Yoga certified trainer. She has developed several meditation routines by combining breath work and sound energy to help people defeat stress and anxiety. And today she is going to tell us all about Yoodli and how it can help you ace your next interview or get you the district trophy at a district conference coming up next month. So it's all you, Gayatri. Over to you.
Thank you so much, Raji. I just want to confirm if I'm audible and visible. Clear. Wonderful. How many in this room have already signed up on Yoodli? Just with a raise of hand. Okay, so I know Prachi and Raji have already signed up on Yoodli. Nobody else has raised their hand. So I'm going to quickly share the link here in the chat. And I would like all of you to sign up right now so that this does not become a session where I'm just telling what is happening. I would like all of you to be a part of the process and the journey. And I give you all 2 minutes to click on this link shared in the chat, sign up on Yoodli with any of your email accounts. It won't take more than a minute and a half. And once that happens, then we set out on this journey called as Yoodli Experience, which is all about artificial intelligence speech coaching. A lot of people wonder whether or not it is right to rely on an artificial intelligence app for preparing speeches. A lot of debate is going around whether or not ChatGPT should be used to prepare speeches for any of the Toastmasters meetings or contests. We have arrived at a point wherein it is no more about whether or not. We have arrived at a point wherein we just have to learn to use it. How is it that we can use an app like ChatGPT without really plagiarizing it? My dear friends, first thing that we need to understand about artificial intelligence tools is that artificial intelligence is here for us to help us. It is a tool to achieve our goals. It's not the whole and soul. We have to blend human intelligence with artificial intelligence. That is the only way we can go forward successfully. Artificial intelligence can do more of the clerical job, more of the mechanical working. But when it comes to emotional connect, for that, you need human response. So if you are thinking, what do? We don't really want to get into this space wherein artificial intelligence is taking away all our jobs. So my dear speech coaches, if there are any of the speech coaches here, or any of the mentors, Yoodli is not here to replace you. Yoodli is here to help you do better in your space. I'm going to quickly confirm if everybody here in the room has signed up on Yoodli, just with a raise of hand. It can be a virtual raise of hand. Thank you, Gustavo. Thank you, Surya. I don't think, okay, Daniel, Ramesh, wonderful. So I know who has already signed up, so you can be a part of, okay, Will, even you have signed up. So now that I know that who all have signed up, in this process, you will be helping me share and demonstrate how Yoodli can be helpful. More or less, this is the screen that you have all received in Yoodli. Everybody's homepage looks something like this. Now, in this particular space, can you see this part? Games. I would like all of you to click on those games. And now, before we check out what games are, here is a question. How many of us in this room struggle with the filler sounds, filler words, like ahs and ums and those kind of words? Prachi, nobody else is raising hand. Raji, Surya, okay, wonderful. So this is the game for you. Surya, since you have logged in, can you unmute yourself? And I would request you to share your screen, and I'll guide you on how you can work on eliminating those filler sounds and filler words. Would you like that?
Yes, let me share. Yeah, can you see
All right. Yes, we can see your screen. Now click on games.
Click on days.
Games.
Oh, games. Okay, yes. Oh, daily stream.
And can you see 3 games over there? There is this no filler game. Now click on start playing. Please click on add more over there, word bank. So click on all of the sounds that you see over here. Because the thing is that the filler sound R and they can sound differently, and Yoodli will catch it differently for every person depending on the accent. So Surya, here is what is going to happen. When you click on I am ready, Yoodli is going to give you a topic, a table topic to speak on. And you have to speak on it for 1 minute.
Okay.
Okay? And let's see how you perform on the no filler game. You click on I'm ready and start. Now click on start. Yeah.
Oh, start.
Yes.
I think I might need to give permission. Okay. Let me reload. I think I needed to give permission.
Excuse me. How do I sign in? I didn't get the email to see that do I need to sign up?
Yes, Will, you have to sign up. I'll just share the link here in the chat one more time.
Sorry, I'm late.
No problem. You can click on this link and sign up. Okay, there seems to be some audio and video permission issue with Surya. Surya, while you sort that out, let us see if we have someone else who can quickly do this. Prachi, are you up for it? Okay, Surya,
yes.
Okay, do we have the audio?
I think so. Okay, let me try to reload now.
Surya, if you notice in the title bar there is a small icon which says your microphone is turned off. Yeah, right below wherever the, yeah. Can you click on that and see if that's helping?
Let's see, microphone.
On the
Okay, let me click
top right corner.
Yeah, I think maybe I have to give Chrome access.
Okay, Surya, here is what I'm going to request you.
Sorry about
please stop the screen share. Just figure out once you get that thing, and we will call you for the next game.
Okay.
Prachi, would you like to go for this one?
Oh my God, I'm really bad at that. All
okay.
Right.
Let's have a screen share and let us see how Prachi performs on the no filler zone.
Okay. So,
Okay, and just click on start playing.
okay. Okay, where did the word dictionary get its meaning from? I'm not sure about where did it originate from, but I'm assuming it's an English word which originated from England, which might mean dictionary might mean meaning. What else? It has all the words we need to find it from. I have no idea what should I say next, so I'll just stop and try complete or pause.
You can complete the game. Yes. So as everybody can see, Yoodli has spotted 5 R's, 2 So's, 2 O's in Prachi's attempt. Okay, Prachi, you can stop the screen share now. Thank you so much for being so brave at doing the filler count thing in front of everyone. Here is how you can spend at least 2 or 3 minutes with Yoodli every day. It will help you overcome this fear of public speaking in the way that because you have artificial intelligence telling you that these many R's and these many Ms, with every passing day, gradually you can reduce the number of those filler sounds, you can reduce the number of those filler words. Once you have reduced the number of those filler words and filler sounds, now it's time to go a step beyond. And that step beyond is, okay, Sujata Bala is asking me, could you please share the app name? It's Yoodli over here. Nothing is coming up for me. Lata Shri Kumar. Okay, Lata, can you share your screen? And can you click on the link and share your screen and show us what is happening?
Yeah, I'm sharing my screen. I will share one. So,
Okay.
you see my screen?
Yes, can you see over here sign in?
Yeah. Okay.
Click on that.
Okay, so I was trying to, okay, let's see, login. Yeah, nothing is coming up. So that's why I was thinking.
Can you click on the reload?
Refresh.
Okay.
I even
There must be
a Chrome too, and I don't know why it's acting like this way.
Maybe you may want to check up on Google Chrome. This is, I think, Microsoft Edge.
I did that too. Okay, so let me try that.
Okay. Okay, Lata, I'll help you offline about this. There must be some issue with this thing. I'll help you offline with that. Yeah, it is blocked. That's what I thought. I'll help you offline with this.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you so much.
I will stop sharing this.
Okay.
Okay, thank you.
Once we are done with the filler words and filler sounds, yes, Will? Will, you were saying something?
Yeah, I said that I just signed up. Seems working for me. I can see the game thing coming up. It's a cool tool.
Okay, share the screen. Share the screen and show us what is happening.
Okay, I can share. Just a second. Share screen. Can you see my screen?
Yes, on the left hand, can you see the sign of video games?
I can. The game, right?
Yes.
Yeah,
And since you are okay, wait, Will. Don't stop the screen share. Since you have already shared your screen, can you click on the second game, Spin a Yarn?
Yes, okay.
So you are the one who is going to be the scapegoat for this game.
Okay.
So spin a yarn is one game which is one of the table topics, advanced session wherein a word
So
will be thrown at you.
what is
Go
your
ahead.
favorite holiday and why? My favorite holiday, it happened quite some time ago before the pandemic, when I spent a week with my family in Hawaii, and was a busy week. We visited multiple places, but the most beautiful part is that I can, without worrying about the schedule due, can spend full time with my girls and enjoy the water and sunshine and relaxing, sometimes just idling, do nothing. And most wonderful thing is to spend time with the family without worrying about anything else. That's the best part of that. Thank.
Okay, so Will, here is what happened. In this particular game, you were supposed to incorporate the words thrown at you into your table topic attempt.
Oh, okay. I didn't know the rules.
And
Yes.
so here is where what we talk about the listening skill you should have heard before you attempted. So you have missed all of them. Would you want to give another chance?
Okay. Let me try.
Okay, let's do this. Let's do this, Will. Ramesh, have you also signed up on Yoodli?
Yes, I have signed and my screen is, yes, there. Yeah.
Okay, so Will, I would request you to please stop the screen share. And Ramesh, can you give it a shot
Okay.
for the spinner yarn? And this time, remember, there will be words thrown at you, and you have to incorporate those words as a part of your sentences,
Okay.
like when you are attempting a table topic. Please go ahead.
Motivate people by understanding what exactly is frustrating them. Whether they have the right respect in life, do they get a lot of disrespect? Or do they have staff that is disengaged, or are they beginner in their job, or they are at the mid level, or they are senior level? They need to do some discovery about what exactly is frustrating them. That's how you can motivate. For example, when we dealt with Robin was a very junior member, but he was disengaged. Engagement is like an engine that really makes your motivation going up and up. You can get a parcel or gift of happiness, or you can get sadness. The messiness of disengagement really demotivates people.
Okay, thank you so much, Ramesh. Now, did you all notice that Ramesh actually used the word respect? He used a few other words as well, but Yoodli did not grab it. The other words Yoodli did.
Yes.
Okay, Ramesh, I would request you to please stop the screen share now.
What happened?
So what happened is this. At this point of time, Yoodli is still in the process of upgrading itself and updating itself.
Oh.
At this point of time, Yoodli grabs the American accent and the British accent. So if the pronunciation is not correct, then Yoodli tends to miss out on the words. So accent plays a little small part over here. If you're someone who is working on their accent and getting their pronunciations right, then Yoodli can help you understand whether or not you're pronouncing those words correctly and whether you are enunciating them properly. Another aspect of this particular game is that it helps you with lateral thinking. In the beginning, it might not make senses. The sentences might just be to make sure that you are incorporating these words. But over a period of time, we all start making sense of those words in our sentences. We start thinking out of the box. We start becoming novel when we are coming up with things. Now, the next game, it's like the most difficult game because I find it really very difficult to play. I would like to request, okay, Prachi was available. Prachi, can we have you play the next game?
Okay.
All right, please share your screen.
One second. Oh, it's difficult to say upfrontly, so I'm a little nervous. Let me see.
Yes, now go
You
for
all
the
can see
Metaphor
my
Mania.
screen?
Yes, we can see your screen. Go to Metaphor
Okay.
Mania. Okay, now Metaphor Mania is the game wherein you will get something XY, like they'll just give you a sentence and you have to give some analogy connected to it. Let's see how you perform.
So they'll have, just like previously somebody, Ramesh said, I mean,
Yes,
few words
that
would
was
be thrown
Vinaya.
out and
No. For you, this is the difficult task. It won't be a group of words thrown at you. It will be, you'll be given a sentence. Like for example, sitting for a Zoom meeting is like bunking school. So you'll be given sitting in a Zoom meeting. What is sitting in a Zoom meeting like? Then you have to come up with something. So this helps you with incorporating rhetoric tools while you are doing your speeches.
Okay.
Okay, let's start.
Okay, going on a safari is like a pineapple because we get a lot of pineapples there, and I put it on the pizza, and
okay, no, Prachi, this is not a table topic. This is not a table topic.
Okay, then
Playing chess is like painting your nails because both of them are very tedious. Done. Next one.
Oh, okay.
Okay, go ahead. Continue.
Playing chess is like, eating cotton candies is like washing a car because it's colorful. Blueberry is like being pregnant because it's round, and oh God, that was...
Yes. And that is what happened with me as well. The first time I attempted this game, I was blank. I was absolutely blank. But over a period of time, we start thinking on the feet. It's all about how quickly we make the connections, how quickly we make the analysis. It is just about analyzing the information stored in our head as quickly as possible, as meaningfully as possible. All of these three games are the kind of games that are more of exercise for your brain. It's just like a whetstone is used to sharpen the blade. These are the games that are very beneficial in sharpening our mind. So I'm going to request everybody to please play these games. And if you want to brag about it, we all have WhatsApp groups. Just keep on sharing your scores, daily scores, and maybe someone might take you up on competition like they do in the video games world. Now, I was told that over here in this particular district, majority of members are preparing for the interviews. Now that can be a little tricky. I'm going to quickly ask everybody to put in chat as to what their profession is and what kind of interviews they go for usually. In the chat, I just want to know your profession so it will help you better. Okay, software product manager, software engineer. Wonderful. Consulting contract. Okay, in short, everybody here is smarter than me. Product manager, operations manager, chip designer, supply quality engineer, engineering manager, IT project manager. Wonderful. Yoodli apparently seems to have everything that you need here. Realtor. Okay. Now, everybody on your home, when you go to your home, do you see here this particular thing right next to your photograph? There is this practice written over there. And under that practice, you see speech and interview. Just click on that interview. The moment you click on the interview, these are the options you get. General interview, product management, marketing, finance, consulting, software engineering. Like I said before, I'm not an engineer, I'm not a manager.
I don't see engineering. I only see consulting. General, PM, marketing, finance, consulting. There is no software.
Okay. It must have something to do with what you selected in the beginning. Ramesh, I'll drop my contact details in the chat and I'll come back to you on that.
Okay, that's good.
I'm also not
Yeah,
seeing the same
the
thing you are.
interface is slightly different. What you showed as the big buttons, we are more text-based.
Yeah, the thing is what you have clicked in the beginning of the, like, what are you looking for from Yoodli? Based on that, that usually happens. So, Mark, can you show me what you can see?
Sure.
Okay, can you click on practice and then interview? Okay, can you see over there general, PM, marketing, finance, consulting?
Yeah, I do see
Yeah.
that now. Yeah.
Yeah, we see the same interface as Mark.
Okay, no problem. Go for the technical one. Can you click on the technical? Now, what is the, among these, what is most connected to your profession, Mark?
I don't have the second row, which is behavioral product design. I only have the top row.
I'll come back to you on that, Will.
I know, because I sub category
What we
after the
select,
PM.
what
Yes.
we select, yes, what we select, it depends on what data you give artificial intelligence, and that based on that you will get it. So, Mark, what is most connected to your this thing, and can you would you help us? Would you work on this a couple of questions and
Sure.
demonstrate how Yoodli works?
All right.
Select a question and we go from there.
All right.
And we can go like, 3 or 5 questions, as in you can select any 3 or 5 questions and we take it forward from there.
Okay, got it. All right, that's fine. Okay, all right. I had a theory that a new product I was developing would make it easier to hire a large number of people. So I wrote a prototype to see if real customers would be able to use it the way that we designed it. And then ran that by about 10 customers to see what they would do. Overall, we had to make some changes to the software, but overall it was helpful. I used to be a software developer, and I always was looking at things from a business perspective. So that prepared me to be more of a product manager that needs to understand both the business side and the technical side to be able to write stories that engineers could understand while still keeping the business value in mind. I use Figma and Miro. I've also used Balsamiq to mock up things, but I especially use a lot of UI and UX tools to map out flows. And then I drop mock-ups into my flows so that everyone can see what we expect the customer to see when the product is done. All right, save recording. All right.
And now Yoodli is doing its analysis. Yoodli has transcribed it. And okay, you can now stop your screen share, Mark, while Yoodli is doing its job. Over a period of time, once you have given Yoodli enough data, it will show you something like this. Now, since I'm not a product manager or anything, I'm going to go for gendered questions. And I'm going to go for a friendly and supportive, or if you want, I can go for, let's say, stress interviewer. Tell me about a time that you solicited feedback from those around you and applied it to your performance. This was that time when I was working in the media industry. I used to get stressed on small things, about very basic things. Deadlines specifically stressed me out the most. That was the time when I first time spoke to my reporting manager and shared my anxieties with her. She shared her experience with me when she was a new employee and she also had difficulty in adjusting with everything. Finally, I took some advice from her and started implementing it, like putting things on paper, which I never did before, keeping reminders on my Google Calendar. That was something I never did before. And over a period of time, I kind of started doing better. Over here, now Yoodli is thinking. That is great to hear. Can you give specific example of how you applied the feedback to the project or a task? I was asked to interview the chief minister of our state, and that was also the most difficult day for me. It was the busiest day of the week. I had to accommodate 3 interviews apart from the chief minister's interview, and chief minister's interview was the most important one. As I had received feedback from my reporting manager, I put everything on the paper and managed my time on paper really well. I set reminders on the Google Calendar. So every 30 minutes before every interview, Google would tell me. So even when I'm typing or transcribing the interview, I know at what time I need to leave my laptop so that I don't get carried away. And later on, I don't have to stress over reaching anywhere on time. That sounds like an excellent application of feedback. You said, how did the interview go, especially the one with the chief minister? It was wonderful. What I loved, what happened was that all the 3 interviews that I had to do before the chief minister's interview, they finished on time. And one simple reason why those finished on time was that I got a notification from Google Calendar 30 minutes before the next interview. So I knew I could wrap it up in the following 15 minutes. So I was on time for everything. So by the time I reached for the chief minister's interview, I had a clear head and a sharp mind, and I asked questions, and I'm happy to say that chief minister was very good in responding to all those answers. Over here, if you realize, because my Yoodli had some prior data with it, it analyzed my first question's answer and then asked me a follow-up question as is asked at the interviews. So here is what I'm going to suggest you. Here is what I'm going to request all of you to do. Please sign up on Yoodli. Give Yoodli data. Let Yoodli know that where you're falling short. Let Yoodli know where you're struggling. Let Yoodli know which area you need to improve upon. And Yoodli will then accordingly share its responses. It will devise its solutions for you based on the data you provide to it. Anybody has any questions regarding this interview segment?
This is awesome. I really like it. So how long the free version? Is there
Now that is something the Yoodli team is still working on. But since we are all Toastmasters will have their version, of course. So that is something that will come with Toastmasters membership.
Oh, I see. Oh, that's excellent.
Okay, since we don't have any questions, if you have any questions, I'll again come back to them. We have spoken about Yoodli games. We have spoken about Yoodli interviews. Now let's come to the speeches for which we joined Toastmasters. And how many of you are preparing for your district contest? Speech contest. Okay, no worries, no raise of hands. But here is what happens. As somebody who procrastinates a lot and as somebody who is extremely lazy, I know this usually happens. Our mentor in Toastmasters tells us, put your speech on paper and send it to me, email it to me. I'll go through it and give you my suggestions. I have my speech right here in my head. I never made time to really go on the Word document or Google Doc and type it out. And the smiles in the audience, people who are on camera and people who are smiling behind the camera, I believe that there are many here in this room like me. How do we do? How do we get feedback from our mentor? We don't want to put things on paper, and we have a very good explanation for that. I want feedback on my delivery as well, not just on my content. That's a very good excuse. Yoodli is here to take away that excuse from you, because Yoodli has this amazing way to really just, give you feedback, and I'm going to demonstrate how to do that. Either you record your speech beforehand, or you can go on Yoodli and then record your speech. Let us see how we do that. I'm at home. Yes, Sujata?
Will it give the grammar correction and what is the best way, reframe those sentences? Will it give suggestions like that?
Coming to that.
Okay.
Just coming to that. Just coming to that. You are nailing it. Good question. You'll be happy. You'll be happy by the end of the, let's say, 4th minute or so.
Yes.
Okay. So over here, can we see practice? Now, instead of speech, we are going, instead of interview, we are going to click on speech. All you have to do is start speaking. Just make sure that you switch on your camera before that. For example, if you don't switch on the camera, it's not going to help. But now here is the thing. What if I don't want to really record on Yoodli? Maybe I have recorded it on my mobile. Not a problem. Just go here. Can you see this upload sign over here? Just go on upload. Browse the files from your system and upload the speech on it. Yoodli will then do all the necessary part. All the speeches that you have recorded or uploaded, they will go here in library. Can you see library? Just give me a thumbs up. We'll move on.
Yes.
In the library, here is where we go. Upload it. And in the uploaded, this is one speech of myself that I have uploaded. I'm going to tell you how Yoodli as AI coach works and how Yoodli as, let's just say, how mentor can work on it. Raji, can you drop your email ID over here in the chat? Okay. Now, Raji is my mentor and I want her to mentor me for this speech. So I've recorded the speech and I have uploaded the speech. Now I go here. Is the screen visible? Yes. Now, can you see the share option over here? I go onto the share and I am not really sure if I want everybody to be able to watch me speak. So over here, instead of anyone with link can view, I go for only people invited can view. Then I go here, I add Raji's email ID and I share with her that I love your feedback on Evaluate Me, please. And I share it with her. Okay. Raji, I believe you will have received an email. I will come to you for that after I have shown Sujata exactly what Yoodli can do for her. So here is what happens, Sujata. Here, Yoodli has recorded the speech. Okay.
Gayatri, evaluate me, please.
So this speech continues. Yoodli has transcribed the whole thing. Let us see what was it that Yoodli found wrong with my speech. Let's go to the analytics. over weak words. How many times did I use these words which were not really as effective? Maybe I could have used better vocabulary over here. Top keywords. It is a 5 to 7 minute speech. Do I really want to use the word speech 18 times? So what if I'm talking about a speech? Then I want to reflect upon this part. Which are the words if we are overusing them? Filler words, filler sound was, I did not have any filler sounds over there. Let's look at repetition. Now, Yoodli is saying that I have used this, I practice repeatedly. This is where the human feedback comes into play. How? Now, in my speech, I used that words in I practice in a way that I wanted to use the figure of speech repetition to make more impact. But Yoodli being artificial intelligence, it just grabbed it as it is. And it showed me as, okay, this is repetition. Now it is my human intelligence that has to identify whether that repetition is fine or not. This is where the AI and human intelligence have to meet. Talking about the rephrasing part, I go into here, the comments section. What we saw was analytics. Now we go into the comments section. What was wrong with my speech? What was something that could have been worked out? So Yoodli has basically summarized everything that I said in the speech. This gives me an idea whether I have effectively conveyed the message I wanted to convey to the audience, or did audience understand something entirely different from what I wanted to tell them in terms of making a point. Yoodli is asking me follow-up questions because I did a speech and maybe there were some spaces which were not covered. So Yoodli is asking me, how did I filter the recommendations I received? Now, I was talking about how I received a lot of recommendations and how I implemented them and how I learned to filter them. But I only said that I filtered them. I never explained the process of how I filtered them, how I learned to filter them. So to make my speech more useful for the audience, maybe I should do this according to the suggestion. What techniques did you use to make your speech flawless? Or how did you adjust your speech to make sure that the title and the content matched? Or what advice would you give to your speakers to ensure they deliver a successful speech? This entire speech was related to speech. So these are the follow-up questions. I may want to consider answering the first one because I think, yeah, that can make my speech better. But next 3 questions, I don't think I want to really answer them because they are not connected to what my message is. Now I scroll down. Now over here, Yoodli is saying that I used potentially weak phrase, so sure. You may want to consider using more specific, concrete or empathetic language. Or we are talking about rephrasing. I dedicatedly rehearsed and the time eventually arrived for me to deliver my speech in the 10th evaluation contest. Even while reading, I know that this sentence is not making much sense. This has to be rephrased. So Yoodli has picked up the entire paragraph and rephrased the thing. The rephrased version of your speech paragraph is more concise and clear with the help of to avoid confusion. Okay, now what I had said and what Yoodli has given me as a rephrasing. How would I get to know what I had said? It's right here in the transcription at 2:30. I can just go and check the transcription and I can know what exactly Yoodli wants me to rephrase. Okay, now let's see. This is what Yoodli has given me as feedback. Now I want feedback from my mentor. So Raji, now it's your turn. I have sent you the request. Now you can share the screen and you can show everybody how you receive the link and how you go and help me with my speech.
So I did receive an email saying you have requested feedback, and when I clicked it, this is what I see at my end, which is pretty similar to what you see at your end, but with a transcript.
Now just, yes, now just play.
evaluate.
You can forward it a bit. You can forward it a bit. Now, over here, she's just listening to me, and at this point, Raji probably feels that I'm overacting. I'm becoming over dramatic. Can you see over here? Comment. At this point, Raji can just say you're being over dramatic here. Tone it down a bit. And now I know exactly at 1 minute 50 seconds, I'm being over dramatic and I want to tone it down a bit. With a timestamp, I get it. Okay, Raji, you can stop the screen share now. Now Raji has commented. I am back here. Let me refresh it because now we want to see what Raji has commented. I go to the comments. I know Raji has I already know that Raji has made a comment at 1 minute and 50 seconds point. So can you see here? Raji, and please tone it down. Now imagine your mentor can see the transcription, your mentor can see how you're performing, and all they have to do is write in that timestamp as to what needs to be changed. How easy would life be for both the mentors and the mentees? And if you are working for World Championship, that is the place where even one wrong hand gesture and one wrong vocal note, and it's like you've lost it. So Yoodli can help you with your interview skills, with your speaking skills, sharpening your mind. There are many, many, many things that Yoodli can help you with. There is another thing that Yoodli does. We cannot invite Yoodli bot in this room because Yoodli is a robot. It's a bot, so it cannot register itself. So if you want to bring Yoodli bot into your room, you need to disable the registration link. And if you disable the registration link, Yoodli bot enters the room and it records the meeting for you. Personally, at my clubs, I generate Yoodli report for our counters and grammarians because I come from India. A lot of people in India don't have English as their first language. We have English as mostly a second or third language. So we have to work on language part a lot. So this is how Yoodli works when Yoodli is recording a Zoom meeting for Toastmasters. I will just demonstrate one of the meetings that was recorded for my clubs. Let's go over here. I'll go for this one. This was 1 hour meeting. We did. Yoodli will effectively check out insights for all the speakers. I can just choose the speaker and then I can just analyze what happens with that speaker. So let me go with Deepraj Das over here. He was our Sergeant at Arms. So I click for Deepraj. Once I click for Deepraj, these are the things that happened with Deepraj. Deepraj had only 1 week word so. Where did he use the word so? I can just play. 3 to 4 minutes long. So Mr. Timer, Krishna, the green card will go up. So Deepraj managed to say so when I was speaking something, and that is something that Yoodli grabbed. Let us see for someone like, let's say, Joy Bhattacharya. Okay, there were filler sounds. So there were 21 filler sounds. She was doing a longer report, and these were the weak words according to them. So 18 times so was used, or 1 time really was used. We can go back to that point. 3 to 4 minutes long. So Mr. Timer, Krishna. Yeah,
Can you?
Let's go for very.
So Speaker Raghav, you used very, very unique.
Instead of that, you could have used extraordinarily unique, because unique should not.
So very, very unique. And our counter also gave the feedback that you could have used extraordinarily unique. Now, when it comes to a Zoom meeting, Yoodli is still working on finding the voice recognition in a better way, but more or less you get what you need, even in the Yoodli. So Yoodli can help you with your regular Zoom meetings as well.
How did you get bot, the Yoodli bot?
We cannot, it's very simple. You just need to copy the link, okay? So for example, I'll just show you quickly. Because this particular meeting has registration required for it, we cannot invite Yoodli bot over here. But if Raji, by any chance, can we disable the registration for this meeting for time being? Or it will not be possible?
I don't think so. I can change settings on
Not
the fly.
while the meeting is on. Not
Right.
while the meeting is on. Okay,
Gayatri,
no
I
problem.
have it up on my screen. I can show you exactly where it is that people would go if that would help you.
No, that is okay. I'm just sharing that.
Okay.
Okay. Over here, can you see this online meetings part?
Yes. Mhm.
So whatever your Google Meet link, Microsoft Teams link, or these are the three links with whom Teams, Google Meet, and Zoom. I just have to put this thing, and I have to ask the bot to join. It's saying joining your call, but the bot won't be able to join because it's like registration. It joins as Gayatri's Yoodli, and there is another tile made for Gayatri's Yoodli. And that bot records everything and keeps all the track.
So in theory, Gayatri, if you had a registration screen and you manually registered them and got the URL that it should be using, then you could feed that to it and then it would be able to join right away, correct?
No, the Yoodli bot cannot join if the registration link is enabled.
Okay.
So it's not a human being, so it cannot register for any event. Because it is a bot, it cannot enter a meeting which requires registration.
So in theory, we can assign Yoodli as an counter
Yes.
in the meeting.
Yes.
That would be very nice.
So right now, when I went to online meetings, team mode, I'm not able to select Zoom or Team or anything right now.
Because right now you don't have to select any mode. You just have to paste the link, and the Yoodli bot would enter.
So
I don't see the link either.
Which link?
You have to provide a Zoom link or a Teams link.
Oh, sorry. Okay, I have to provide.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I have
whatever
a
would be.
question on the you after you join, because for a hybrid meeting, how does that work? Because people does that recognize the people join online, and how about
That
for
is-
people?
That is something Yoodli is working on right now. Only online meetings is something that is already worked upon. For offline and hybrid meetings, how it can work, that is something the Yoodli team is still working on. But yeah, individually, definitely, if the speaker is going on stage, individually the speaker can record their own speeches and get the Yoodli report generated for them.
I see. Another question, if it's okay.
Yeah, sure.
Can Yoodli be shared between? You mentioned it's will be Toastmaster, one of the Toastmaster meeting. Can we share now with the whole club for this tool, Yoodli? I saw there's a refer a friend. Can I send this refer friend to the club to ask the club members to sign up?
Yes, please. Yes, please. That would be great.
Okay.
It's available to all Toastmaster members on our homepage, where Either you will see get instant speech analysis, or you will say go try Yoodli, some sort of banner on our
Mhm.
homepage.
I will show you. There is a little difference on the Yoodli that is there on the TI homepage and Yoodli that is available for the public. Now the thing is that Toastmasters Yoodli is also upgrading with every new upgrade, but it takes a little time to upgrade on Toastmasters Yoodli. For example, if we go here, I go to my Toastmasters website, logging in. Over here, we scroll down and there we can see Yoodli. We click on Yoodli. And this is the Toastmasters version that we see. There are games and everything, but some features are yet to be upgraded. So you can go anywhere, that won't be a problem. You go to practice. Over here for Toastmasters version, there is also a table topics option. So we just use microphone and allow it. And what is the best, okay, what is the best prank ever? I remember I was in Goa with my office colleagues and we were playing on the sand. I decided it was really very funny to bury one of my colleagues under sand and do that whole mermaid thing around him, which we usually see on TV. I did not realize that my friend wouldn't take it lightly and he got extremely upset. The next thing I knew, I was not exactly buried under the sand, but I did have buckets full of sand thrown over my head, which resulted in me having my bathroom choked because of the sand, because my hair was filled with sand. Next time you're playing a prank on anyone, just make sure that it does not backfire on you. Don't give them any ideas to do some pranks on you, which will make you regret that you ever played prank on them. Now over here, as I've finished, 1 minute, time is up, finish strong. So there will be Toastmasters version and there will be public version. You can go on as you like. Public version gets upgraded more quickly as and when the upgrades are made. Toastmasters version takes a little time for the upgradation. That is all. I have dropped my email ID and my contact details in the chat. In case anybody has any issues with their Yoodli, please feel free to connect with me. And if I'm unable to help you with that, somebody from the Yoodli team who is more technically expert will definitely reach out to you and resolve the issue.
Thank you
on that
so
note,
much, Gayatri.
Thank you so much for the opportunity. And I would like to hand over the stage back to District 101 Club Road Director, Raji. And Raji, thank you so much for this opportunity. And thank you so much for being so active, participative, and lovely audience. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much for educating us about Yoodli. I'm definitely sure our members will take advantage of this and try it out in their clubs. So thank you so much, everyone, for your time, for joining and actively participating in the session today. Please share this meeting recording with others who want to try out Yoodli, and we'll be happy to support you guys as and when needed.